Don't you idiots know? Once the hunters turn the Honmoon gold, it's over for us!
What kind of person would willingly enter a realm filled to the brim with demons? The same type of person who's trained for years to defeat them, of course. Huntrix managed to defeat Gwi-Ma and save the world during K-pop demon hunters, but their battle is far from over. Still, at the height of their music careers, Huntrix can continue to protect the innocent against demonkind. However, they also discovered that everything they knew about Gwi-Ma's demons was not as they seemed, and their desire to protect others and make things right could send the trio passing through the Honmoon for an adventure inside Gwi-Ma's realm. Today's video will be about the special circumstances that might lead Huntrix to the most brutal fight of their lives.
He was in total control. He feasted on souls. The world trembled.
Number 1. To find Rumi's father. I know what you must be thinking. Why in the world would Huntrix willingly cross the Honmoon to enter the demon realm? It sounds like a nightmare, but I promise there's a good reason. In the first film, we discover that Rumi received her demon powers from her father, but he never played an active role in her life. He's a nameless and faceless character so far, making him feel as irrelevant as a character can be. Rumi doesn't form any attachment to her absent father, likely due to Celine raising her to hate demons. Of course, Rumi's impression of demons has changed as an adult. Meeting Jinu allowed her to learn more about demons, the circumstances that led to their transformations, and their connection to Jinu. Sure, there are demons with malicious intent, but others are humans shackled to Gwi-Ma by personal shame and guilt. She might feel compelled to search for her father now that she's embraced her demon side, which might require entering Gwi-Ma's realm for a search and rescue mission. If Rumi's parents fell in love years ago, then there's still a human heart in her father, one that Huntrix could rescue and return to life. I love the idea of Rumi's parents mirroring the love story between Rumi and Jinu. Granted, the competing K-pop idols didn't get their chance to see their enemies to lovers trope through to the end, but it's always satisfying when narratives build one another up. In the last film, Rumi also struggled with the belief that Celine rejected her, refusing to love all parts of her. I can only assume that her father will love her, demon markings and all, healing an old hurt that has pained Rumi since childhood.
Maybe they'll understand.
No, Rumi. Nothing can change until your patterns are gone.
Number 2. To hone Rumi's powers. Now that Gwi-Ma and his demons have returned to their realm, Rumi has put herself between a rock and a hard place. Celine might have raised her to become a musical sensation and a ruthless demon hunter, but she forbade Rumi from ever uttering a word about her markings, let alone unlocking any abilities that may have come with her demon blood. Now that Rumi's learned to use her new powers in moderation, she's unlike any hunter in history. She's not only stronger and more durable than her predecessors, but she can change her appearance and teleport in the blink of an eye. I will admit that Rumi's ability to use her powers right away does take away from their appeal. A protagonist can't be good at everything, and after making a big deal of Celine raising Rumi to become the Sunlight Sisters' legacy, the natural way she uses her demonic powers feels rushed and cheap. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but I would have loved to see some struggle, conflict, or build-up that led to Rumi figuring out her next move. Fiction is up to interpretation, so I choose to believe that Rumi's adrenaline and emotional instability went a long way as she goes against Gwi-Ma. I'm willing to accept that her survival instincts kicked in and she didn't think before acting. However, in a calmer environment where she has time to plan her next attack, using her abilities shouldn't come too easily. Unfortunately, Celine won't be the best tutor for helping Rumi through this particular bump in the road, so they might take a journey into the demon realm to find her a willing tutor.
To see it destroyed.
Number 3. To save human souls. While finding Rumi's dad or locating a tutor are worthy goals of their own, Huntrix made a few mistakes during their last fight with Gwi-Ma that they could still fix. The Saja boys always plan to target the fans, stealing their souls after gaining their support. As the K-pop groups competed for that top spot, the number of missing persons reports started to spike. As we know, other demons came through the Honmoon to reap innocent souls, taking human lives to feed them to Gwi-Ma instead. We know that Gwi-Ma gains his powers by feasting on souls. Jinu teases him towards the film's beginning, stating that the Demon Lord might let his fire go out if they didn't take action soon. Gwi-Ma agrees to Jinu's plans despite how ridiculous they are, and soon souls come pouring in by the dozens. They fall from the sky like shooting stars and land into Gwi-Ma's fire. We assume he consumes them, but it's possible he reserved a few of those souls for a rainy day. His stockpile of power could be the key to saving countless innocent lives, but the only problem is that they're locked away in the demon realm. Huntrix knows many people went missing under their watch, and they might risk it all to get a few of them back. A rescue mission of this scale would raise the stakes. Not only would they need to move throughout the realm without someone noticing, but they would need to leave with stolen souls, something that Gwi-Ma won't take lightly.
We're so excited to show you what's next.
Number 4. To rehabilitate demons. Now this one might sound like a stretch, but hear me out. I'm not sure how Huntrix can morally continue hunting demons after learning the truth about them. Sure, they can ask every demon if Gwi-Ma's forcing them to do his bidding through mental manipulation, but even if they said yes, he would pull them back into his realm and torment them some more. They will need to find a way to weed out the other genus from the rest, which might take some covert operations and interacting with the demons one-on-one. At the very least, Rumi could infiltrate the demon realm easily, where she could learn how their society works and scope out which demons are there due to bad deals or because they did something horrific in life. It's not great that Jinu abandoned his family. It was an incredibly selfish and desperate thing to do. But one bad choice doesn't mean someone's a bad person or incapable of learning from their mistakes. Jinu learned, accepted his mistake, and fought to break free from Gwi-Ma's control. I can only assume that other demons have the same capability, but it requires teaching how to overcome whatever shame Gwi-Ma exploits. Once they escape Gwi-Ma, their souls might move on to the next phase of the afterlife, or they could return to Earth where Huntrix teaches them about the modern world and how to blend in with humans.
For us, it's actually a list of 702-second videos I want you to watch all about Turtle.
Number 5. To search for Jinu. Speaking of guilt and lingering shame, I'm sure that Rumi regrets what happened to Jinu. Even after he betrayed her and sabotaged the Idol Awards, she still intended to set him free from Gwi-Ma's control, meaning she always believed that he was a good person who made a terrible mistake. Sure, their romance barely got off the ground, but they had something special. It's rare to find a kindred spirit, and it seemed like Rumi was the first spark that Jinu had felt in 400 years. I have a hard time believing that Rumi would let Jinu go without a fight. Since he gave her his soul, his fate is still incredibly vague, and it's unclear if he'll return in a sequel. However, Rumi carrying Jinu's soul means a demon could reap it, returning Jinu to Gwi-Ma after all. At that point, Rumi might as well dive headfirst into Gwi-Ma's flames to get him back. Mira and Zoe will always have her back, so of course they'll dive in too, which means there's room for a full-blown reunion between Huntrix and the Saja boys, assuming they're still alive after their brutal takedown.
It was real! What we had was real! I know it was!
The things I said, I just needed you to trust me.
To be honest, I'm all in on the demon realm. It was fun to watch the Saja boys come to the surface and interact with the humans, so it's only fair that Huntrix returns the favor in the sequel. There's so much storytelling potential here, as the simple change in setting will throw Huntrix directly into the fire. They'll have targets on their backs as they evade Gwi-Ma at every turn, be they searching for lost loved ones or trying to rescue the innocent. What do you think Huntrix might face if they land on Gwi-Ma's doorstep? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Just a starter. So let me get back to work, and you'll be feasting in no time.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Congratulate our Hoopes on their debut
And of course, play games with us!